I think for most people, this will be the first time they get to see the Windows 8 operating system and be able to touch it and play with it. They're also going to get to see the Office 365 and how it integrates now with the newer technology. So I think what they can get out of that at this point in time is, how does this apply to them? Will they sell it to their clients? How easy is it to sell? As a user, how easy is it for me to use and why would I use it?
It's probably because of Microsoft's reputation on this particular technology. I've read a lot of positive articles on it, and I've had a couple of colleagues that took the leap into it as well, and thus far they're happy.
Good morning all. For those who don't know, my name is Sean O'Rourke. I'm one of the 3 principal founders of SYZYGY3. We are a technology consulting and services firm headquartered here in New York City. I'd also like to introduce one of my business partners, William Chan.
The cloud's been around for quite some time. They've called it many different things. Microsoft finally figured it's called the cloud and paid to have it called that. And it's available. It's the way everything's going. The competition out there between all the other competitors has pushed everybody to really put all their R&D into it. So now you've got access to all your information at all times, at all places, which is incredible.
So again, this is a presentation about Microsoft Office 365 and Windows 8 devices and how it's helping businesses evolve their cloud strategy. What is Office 365? Well, it's essentially Microsoft's cloud services of their collaboration and communication tools. And what I mean by collaboration and communication, obviously email being the big one. So essentially, instead of having your email server on Google or having GoDaddy have it, or having it in-house, so in your office space and having to manage it and control it, Microsoft does all of that for you. And Microsoft calls their platform Exchange. And essentially, when you send an email, when you receive an email, Exchange processes it. Microsoft's got 7 publicly acknowledged data centers where Office 365 sits. So that means they have 7 redundancies built into their Office 365 platform. That does not mean they don't have outages. SharePoint Online is a document management system. It does a lot more than just document management, but for the sake of argument, we're just going to talk about document management. Most people keep their documents either on their local computer or they keep it on a server where people access it and they share it together. Microsoft uses SharePoint to sort of replicate that kind of situation.
The uptime of the email services has been very positive, as well as the integration into our systems is very seamless. And the response time to the technical support team has been exceptional.
Link is for basically 2 things. It's instant messaging, so it's just chat through instant messaging, as everybody knows, through AOL or ICQ or other things like that. What it really is used for is the virtual meetings. If anybody's been on WebEx or a GoToMeeting, this is what Microsoft presents for that. So that you can do virtual meetings, you don't have to fly to California. You can basically show your desktop or share your desktop with anybody in the world with an internet connection, and they can just go in through Link. They don't have to have Link installed on their side.
For Link, just a real quick question. For the multiple users going on, is everything through the web as far as video and audio as well?
Yes.
Is that through the web? Okay, so it doesn't relate to phone, like for like a GoToMeeting, for instance, whether you need phone numbers maybe sometimes?
No, you can do everything right through. As long as you have a mic, obviously, on your computer and a camera, you can do that video conferencing, everything through the web. Office Web Apps is actually the one that I like the best. This is Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. I won't get into the details of OneNote. It's just like a note-taking. It's almost like a sticky that you put virtually. But essentially, these are web versions of them. So any computer with an Internet Explorer browser, you can log into your account, and you would be able to access any Word, Excel, or PowerPoint document that you have available. You'd be able to edit it right there. You would be able to save it back to SharePoint Online directly, or to any other location that you may want to do. Microsoft also offers a customer relationship management / CRM and ERP and accounting systems on the cloud. So no longer do you have to have ACT installed or Goldmine installed in your environment. You can put everything up in the cloud. You don't need QuickBooks installed, you don't need SAP installed and all the infrastructure that goes with it. You can actually do that all in the cloud, all on Microsoft's systems and what have you. Again, it's great for if you have a distributed sales force or a national sales force. It's great if your accounting is not necessarily done all in-house. If you have other users elsewhere that do either bookkeeping or some accounting work for you and what have you. It's great if you're going to keep customer data there and multiple people are going to have to get that, whether they're in the office or out of the office or on the road. It does integrate directly with Office 365 or Office, and there is mobile support so that you can use it on your phones and your iPads and your tablets and all the rest of the stuff.
Is the license requirement for Dynamics and CRM the same as 365? Is it a minimum of 1 license?
Actually, no. Minimum of 5 licenses on CRM and Dynamics. Simply because there's a lot more to it and what have you. Microsoft wants to make sure that their effort is worth the cost. But this is, I believe, 5 licenses. But again, it's per month, per user. And again, all support is included on there.
Are there separate levels for CRM like Office 365 where you get, for instance, let's say you just want to use some of the customer data, let's say function of it without the accounting or other ones?
Yes. Yeah. So you can separate out all 3 of these. You can separate out the customer relationship management, the accounting, and the ERP systems into all separate licenses.
On the customer data here, one of the challenges as a business is customer contact information and who update that basically. And if you're doing it either remotely or different users, is there one common area it's stored, and then when you update the information, everybody can see that information has been inputting?
Yes, that's the whole point of the CRM function, is to aggregate all your customer data into one basically screen. So the names of all the contacts, the names of the services that they're getting, the names of the products they've bought, the returns, their accounting, their history. It's all in one central location, and because it's database driven, it will keep an audit trail of who's updated certain pieces of information as you go along. So now we get to Windows 8. So Windows 8 is obviously the new operating system. The last operating system was Windows 7. The one before that we don't mention, and the one before that was Windows XP. So Windows 8 is actually very unique in that it is a unified platform now. So the Windows 8 that is on the Surface is virtually the same as the Windows 8 that was on the PCs and the laptops you saw out there. That is virtually the same that's on the phone. Now obviously there are differences between them because of the types of devices that there are. But essentially it's the same operating system. So if you have an application that is going from your Surface tablet to your PC, it'll look and function exactly the same. Surface Pro and RT is a little bit different. Basically, it's an iterative version of Windows 8. It's a little bit bastardized. There's a little bit less functionality to it. Not all legacy applications will work on it. Surface Pro, which will have the full version of Windows 8, that will essentially be a tablet that you can use to replace your laptop. So you can have a tablet now instead of a laptop because it'll be the exact same operating system. You can put any application on there. I'm waiting for it because I want to put QuickBooks on there. My QuickBooks file sits in the cloud. I can't use QuickBooks online because it's not functional enough, so my file sits in the cloud. Phone's going to be a little bit different. I couldn't put QuickBooks on my phone per se. I could if they put an app on there and whatnot, but I doubt it. And these are the phones. So I have the phone here. I have mine turned off, but you saw the Nokia and the HTC. I have the HTC here. That will be available. It comes with Office. So you get Office with your phone.
So with the Surface, is it going to be available? Like, if you have Verizon, if you have AT&T, if you have T-Mobile, can you use?
No, it'll be Wi-Fi only. Next version of it will probably have that, but you will not be able to climb on your cell phone network.
Does the Surface easily integrate into an Active Directory environment?
Yes, because it's Surface Pro. So it will be the Pro version of it. You will be able to network it. It will be a computer. It'll be a computer. It's just in a tablet format.
So if we want to migrate our 8 PCs in our office to the cloud, do we need now to upgrade our existing equipment?
No, it doesn't work with a lot of the old versions because the technology that's built into it didn't exist back when they created 2003. The best to have is 2010 or 2013.
So does that mean you have to get a whole new computer, or you can
No,
just
you don't necessarily have to. But you have to realize is that anytime you upgrade an Office version, it's bigger. It takes a lot more resources and what have you. So if you have a very old machine, you're going to kill the machine. You'll literally kill the machine. You won't be able to work on it. Any more questions? Okay. Well, thank you very much.